In the heart of Lakeville, Minnesota, a family gathering took a horrifying turn that deeply affected the community. A beloved sister, devoted wife, and expectant mother met a brutal end at the hands of her own brother. The motive behind this heinous act is disturbingly rooted in a perverted concept of morality and unchecked rage. How did such darkness thrive undetected in a peaceful town? We invite you to join us as we delve into the events leading up to that tragic night and the aftermath that left the community shattered. What revelations did the police uncover? And how will Bethany's family and the town of Lakeville find a path towards healing? This is not solely a tale of loss and violence, but also a story of resilience, community, and the pursuit of justice. Stay tuned as we uncover the heart-wrenching saga of Bethany Israel, unraveling the mysteries and anguish that forever changed Lakeville. What transpired on that fateful night, and what were the reasons behind it? Prepare to be astonished by the answers. The community of Lakeville, Minnesota, finds itself in a state of shock and mourning following the savage and shockingly cruel murder of Bethany Israel, a beloved community member, by her own brother, Jack Joseph Ball. The series of events leading up to this hauntingly tragic incident have left the town grappling with disbelief and sorrow. On the evening of May 23, 2024, at around 11:11 p.m., the Lakeville Police Department responded to a report of significant amounts of blood discovered inside a home in the 17,000 block of Encina Path. Officers swiftly arrived at the scene, only to discover the lifeless body of Bethany Israel, reported by her devastated mother, who will forever carry the horror she witnessed. The sole suspect in this horrific crime was her brother, and an alert was issued to locate a vehicle associated with him. Approximately 11 minutes later, the Rosemount Police Department received a call about suspicious activity in the 3700 block of 148th St. in Rosemount, where they found a vehicle connected to the suspect a short distance away. The vehicle was unoccupied. After a brief search of the area, officers found the suspect hiding in a backyard and apprehended him around 11:51 p.m. He displayed self-inflicted injuries and was promptly transported to Regions Hospital in St. Paul via M Health. The Dakota County Sheriff's Office and the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension are providing assistance to the Lakeville Police Department and Rosemount Police Department in the ongoing investigation. Bethany Israel, a 30-year-old woman, was cherished by everyone who knew her. She was a devoted wife, daughter, sister, and an expectant mother. Bethany's genuine warmth and generosity made her a beloved figure in the local volleyball community, where she not only excelled as a player, but also mentored younger athletes. Her life, however, was horrifically cut short in an unfathomable act of violence. On that tranquil Thursday evening, Bethany went to her brother Jack's residence for a family dinner. While Jack, 23, had always been troubled, his family never imagined he could commit such a dreadful act. Bethany's husband, Josh, anxiously awaited her return home, growing increasingly concerned as the hours passed. Alarmed by her absence, the family's worry intensified. Driven by a mother's intuition and concern, Bethany's mother decided to visit Jack's house. What she encountered was a scene that could only be described as a nightmare. As she approached the house, she observed Jack hastily leaving, his face pale and eyes filled with agitation. He didn't stop to provide an explanation, but his frantic departure sent shivers down her spine. She immediately dialed emergency services and bravely entered the house, her heart pounding with fear. Inside, she was confronted with a sight that defied comprehension. Blood was present everywhere, on the kitchen floor, beneath the sink, and splattered across the cabinets. The gruesome discovery of a saw, hatchet, and knives painted a harrowing picture of the violence that unfolded. Amidst the chaos, she discovered dismembered body parts that tragically belonged to Bethany. Overwhelmed by shock and grief, she mustered the strength to call 911. Her voice trembling as she recounted the horrifying scene to the operator. Lakeville police promptly arrived and conducted a meticulous search of the premises. During their investigation, they discovered journals belonging to Jack. The entries within were deeply disturbing, filled with rage and a distorted sense of morality. Jack's troubled state of mind had been consumed by anger towards Bethany's pregnancy, perceiving it as a loss of her innocence. While police processed the grisly scene, a call came in from a neighboring town, Rosemount. A resident reported witnessing a man deposit what appeared to be a body part on their front porch, as captured by their Ring camera. Officers swiftly responded and found Jack hiding in a neighboring property's backyard. Covered in blood and with a self-inflicted knife wound on his throat, he remained conscious. When questioned, he provided the date, time, and the current president's name with an unnerving composure. Jack was taken into custody and transported to a nearby hospital for medical treatment. The Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office later confirmed Bethany's cause of death as complex homicidal violence, a description that merely scratches the surface of the brutality she endured. Jack now faces 2 counts of second-degree murder for the deaths of Bethany and her unborn child. In the aftermath of the murder, the community of Lakeville found themselves in a state of shock. Neighbors who heard screams and the sound of a getaway car that dreadful night were plagued by the realization of what had transpired. Cindy Bond, a neighbor, recounted how her husband heard a female scream followed by heated arguments, completely unaware of the tragedy unfolding just across the street. On Tuesday, Jack made a court appearance through a video conference from his hospital bed at the Dakota County District Court. Judge Bryce Ehrman set his bail at $2 million without conditions and $1 million with conditions. Faces in the courtroom reflected a deep gravity, mirroring the severity of the crime and the profound sorrow it had inflicted on the community. Dakota County Attorney Kathy Keena echoed the sentiments of many when she expressed, "The allegations in this case are deeply disturbing and horrific. Words cannot capture the scale of what our law enforcement partners encountered during the investigation." She reassured the public that her office would tirelessly pursue justice for Bethany and her unborn child, while providing support to their grieving family. In the midst of their grief, Bethany's family found solace in the overwhelming support from the community. A GoFundMe page was created to assist Josh and the family, and within a few days, it had already raised over $30,000. The fundraising page highlighted Bethany's radiant spirit and unwavering kindness, qualities that left an indelible mark on everyone she touched. Bethany was not only a cherished wife, daughter, sister, and expectant mother, but also a treasured figure in the volleyball community, read a post on the GoFundMe page. Her love for life, family, and the friendships she nurtured are the legacy she leaves behind. Bethany's absence creates an irreplaceable void, as she was a beacon of warmth and generosity. As the court date of June 10th approaches, the town braces itself for the ensuing legal proceedings. The Israel family, devastated by Bethany's loss, draws strength from their memories of her and the support they receive from friends and strangers alike. They hold on to the hope that justice will be served, even as they contend with the arduous journey of grief and healing that lies ahead. Bethany Israel's tragic death serves as a profound reminder of the delicate boundary between normalcy and violence, and the concealed struggles that can precipitate such unimaginable acts. The impact of her loss will reverberate throughout the serene town of Lakeville for years to come, as the community endeavors to navigate the aftermath of this appalling crime and endeavors to find a path toward healing.